Most people don't like to hear this, but if you're still behind in 2025, it's not because the world is unfair. It's because the game has changed and you're still playing by the old rules. The world has moved on. The economy has shifted. Skills that were valuable a few years ago have become outdated. Entire industries have been disrupted. Attention spans have shrunk. Algorithms control what people see. AI is accelerating at lightning speed. The pace of change is brutal. And if you're not adapting, you're falling behind. But here's the good news. You can still catch up. You can still rewrite the story. You just need to understand where you went wrong, what you're missing, and how to shift your mindset and actions now. This isn't about shame or regret. It's about clarity. And clarity is the first step toward change. The morning routine that worked in 2019 might not serve you today. Productivity hacks from last decade are no longer enough. This year demands deeper focus, better time prioritization, and radical ownership of your energy. In 2025, speed of execution matters more than ever. If you're not challenging yourself daily, you're not evolving. You don't need to get it perfect. You just need to get it going. Every time you avoid a difficult conversation, delay starting that project, or skip the workout, you reinforce a weaker version of yourself. But that clarity won't come if your inputs are noisy and chaotic. Whether you like it or not, we live in a digital-first world. Your digital presence matters. Your ability to learn online, communicate effectively, build a brand, sell ideas, and market yourself digitally is non-negotiable. So let's talk about the real reasons you might feel stuck in 2025. And more importantly, what you can do to get back on track faster than you think. If you're filling your mind with negativity, distractions, gossip, and junk information, you're slowing yourself down. Planning is pointless if you never execute. Goals are empty if they're not backed by systems. You're behind because you're consuming more than you're creating. They're applying it. They're creating value. Adaptation is no longer optional. Whether that's content, code, business ideas, solutions, or products, they're in the arena while others are watching from the sidelines. It's easy to get lost in an endless scroll of content, watching others build, achieve, and grow. You tell yourself you're learning, but passive learning without action is just delay disguised as progress. High achievers in 2025 are not just absorbing information. You keep waiting for the perfect time, the perfect idea, the perfect plan. Meanwhile, those who move fast and learn by doing are already ahead. You're behind because you're still relying on outdated routines. Waking up early means nothing if you spend the day distracted. You're behind because you're overthinking and underacting. Overthinking is the killer of momentum. Perfectionism is no longer a badge of honor. It's a prison. You're behind because you're chasing comfort. Let's be honest. Comfort is seductive, but growth lives in discomfort. Comfort zones don't just keep you safe, they keep you small. You're behind because you're not managing your inputs. Your brain is a machine. What you feed it determines how it performs. In 2025, mental clarity is currency. Your ability to focus, to think deeply, to solve problems quickly is what sets you apart. You're behind because you haven't adapted to the digital shift. If you're still resisting the tools, platforms, and strategies that the modern world runs on, you're falling behind by default. You're behind because you're not auditing your circle. The people around you either pull you forward or hold you back. In 2025, proximity is influence. If your circle is full of complainers, victims, or unambitious minds, you're being shaped by that energy every single day, waiting for inspiration to strike. But waiting is a trap. Nothing changes until you do. Winning in today's world requires surrounding yourself with winners. Radical, unapologetic responsibility. No more blaming the past. No more pointing fingers. Own where you are, and then decide where you're going. Not just in person, but through what you read, watch, and listen to. The right voices can change your life. The wrong ones will drown your ambition. You're behind because you're waiting. Waiting for someone to save you. Waiting for the economy to shift. You can catch up. But it starts with responsibility. Complexity is the enemy of speed. Stop trying to optimize everything at once. Focus on what matters. What will move the needle right now? So, how do you catch up fast? Get crystal clear on your goals and reverse engineer the daily actions that lead to them. You don't need to fill your calendar. You need to protect your focus. Block your time. The second best time is right now. Say no to what doesn't serve your mission. The kind of people who stop waiting and start building. The kind who take ownership of their story. Neither should you. You start by simplifying. Catch up by becoming the version of yourself you were always meant to be. Cut the fluff. Eliminate distractions. And the future is waiting for no one. Next, get ruthless with your time. Every hour wasted is opportunity lost. Rewire the beliefs that keep you stuck. Upgrade your inner world and your outer world will follow. Then, take massive imperfect action. Perfection is procrastination in disguise. The fastest way to learn is to do. Test, fail, adjust, move. The world is changing fast. You need to change faster. Pick one high-value skill. Study it, practice it, apply it. Stack your value. Make yourself impossible to ignore. Action reveals clarity. Action builds confidence. Action separates the talkers from the doers. Level up your skills. Don't try to do everything. Master something. Invest in your mindset. Read daily. Reflect. Journal. Meditate. Discipline is freedom. Consistency is power. Build systems that make winning inevitable. Don't rely on willpower. Design your environment for success. And remember, the best time to catch up was yesterday. The world doesn't need more followers. It needs more leaders, more creators, more builders. That can be you, but only if you decide. This is your wake-up call. 2025 isn't slowing down. Catch up by moving forward. Catch up by showing up. Thanks for watching. If this message hit home, like, share, and subscribe. Because your time starts now.